Hello.
John, how are you, buddy?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing okay. Fun week. It's been a fun week. Has your week been
Ye-
fun?
Yeah. Yeah. Fun-ish. Fun adjacent.
Yeah, fun adjacent.
Played my
Um,
banjo this week, so that was kind of fun. Just like plucking around a little bit.
did you get formally trained in banjo playing?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No,
I
self-taught.
I always wanted to learn the banjo and just think it's a cool instrument, and especially kind of clawhammer banjo. It's like a specific style of playing, I suppose, and native to here where we live. It's very it is like a Appalachian thing. Anyway, so we went to a store and I saw one that I really liked, and then my wife bought it for me for Christmas. And it was really cool
Oh,
surprise. So yeah,
how much does a banjo go for?
this is more than needed to be for my skill level. Meaning I didn't even know how to play. It is the most
10,
expensive
$15?
instrument I own
Is it
by
really
by at least 2.5x. Yeah,
two and a half? Say it. How much?
$2,200.
That's
So
so much more than I.
she was very nervous. And actually
Yeah.
yeah, recently we talked about brands, and this is one that I wanted to. So Pisgah banjos, they make it's like handmade banjos. They actually are down the road from me. My banjo story is a very emotional one. But like, so we move here. I'm missing home a lot, and a big part of how I used to feel very much part of homes. I played shows and played music with a bunch of friends, and it was great. And so we found this Pisgah banjo place at this store that we went to, and like saw and I just like I thought it was really beautiful. It is really beautiful. And then learned that they're down the street from me, and then she bought it as a surprise, but she was very nervous, like, is this okay? And yeah, so I guess she had talked to the store owner, like, is there a return policy in case this is not okay? And he's like, no, but I mean, we could probably sell it again, so the risk
Yeah.
is low.
Okay.
But yeah, so
What
anyway,
is like that sounds like I could be wrong. I don't know much about banjos. I know a little bit about guitar pricing. That sounds like on the higher end. I mean, I'm sure you could spend more than that, right?
yeah,
Probably
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
easily. But that
yeah,
sounds like a little more on the high end of the mid tier, maybe.
yeah. Like
What is like the entry level mid tier price?
I think you can use like any banjo you want to start with. I think like that's worth it. Is you're spending $500, like a closed back
Okay.
banjo.
Yeah, yeah.
So not I mean like similar enough to guitars, maybe a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
more, but nothing crazy. This is like they are handmade.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's got everything, and like yeah. So I went over there and just like talked to him for a little while. Like seriously, shout out to Pisgah Banjo Company. They're super cool. During the storm, during Helene,
Yeah.
they got internet a lot faster because of Nathaniel Rateliff, that musician, learned that they were here and knew of their instruments. And so got them Starlink. I don't even know what happened. I don't know the story, but anyway, Pisgah Banjo Companies make some great stuff, and so it is the rest of the instruments I own are manufactured and not handmade and whatever. So it was above and beyond the normal amount of money. I'm looking at my drum set over here. That's like I spent $800 on drums, and I play those a lot. So anyway, it's been fun.
Yeah.
I played it, and it's good.
Well, in case folks couldn't tell from the intro, we do a podcast about building products, launching them, and figuring out how to stay useful along the way. This is Getting to Market, kind of a special episode.
Special
Obviously,
epi.
we're a little bit different from that format in this, whatever this is going to be. We thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of a mix-up for a video episode, and this one is, I think, is going to be fun because I'm going to try to talk you into buying something that is, by the way, way less expensive than that banjo. And we'll see whether or not you're convinced by the end of it. I don't think this is going to be a super long video, but flashlights. You live in Western North Carolina. Hurricane Helene tore through the area. Pretty devastating event for a lot of folks out in that area. One of the things that I have spent more time and resources on the past few years than I did previously was like how well prepared are me and my family to kind of weather some of these like things that make life a little less certain, weather events, supply chain disruption type stuff, and just like a component of one of those to me is a flashlight. This is I'm going to look this up to make sure I get the name right. This one is it's a Modlite. It's the PLH 18350. So this is the smaller battery. This one is this is the OKW 18650. So these are from the
You're
brand
just saying
Modlite.
letters.
I'm just saying letters. It is. Some people are really going to hate this video. It is a like I'm looking at the website now. It's a $309 flashlight.
Whoa. That's the banjo of flashlights.
It's still way less money than we're gonna have to edit this episode. $2,200. This is not a $2,200 flashlight.
You had me until $300. Do you carry? Do you carry it every day?
I do. Yeah, and let me add, I think one of the great things about a flashlight is you can fly in a plane with them, you can go into concerts with them, you can go into concerts at auditoriums with them. All the places that have metal detectors, no one gives two poopies whether or not you've got a flashlight on you, where there are other things that they would care about. So one of the things about these flashlights that is really good, one, Modlite, so the name comes from the fact that they're modular. So I can take either of the bodies of the flashlight and I can swap the heads on them. So these have two different heads. One of them is the shapes. OKW. Yeah. One of them is the PLH. One of them has like 56,000 Candela. That's the PLH. And the other one is 69,000 Candela, which is basically just how far the light throws.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives you an indicator of like how much spill you'll have around that light. So one of the things these flashlights are kind of good at, which I would think would be useful for you, John, in Western North Carolina, is you can identify something 200 meters away pretty easily with these flashlights. It's a pretty focused beam, and it has enough spill kind of around the edges for you to be able to kind of see the stuff around it too. So let's say, you saw what you thought might be a bear 200 meters away. This flashlight, as long as you're not going through too many trees, can probably help you see that. Or maybe there's a neighbor kind of come get your banjo, and you're like, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing?
Hey,
get
neighbor.
away from that banjo of mine." Is that a conversation you have often with your neighbors?
That's the nice thing about banjos. People hear it and they actually walk the other way, so that there's a benefit of that. I like the idea, like, as you're saying that, I mean, I don't know that I'm about to spend $300 on a flashlight.
Hang on, I'm not done. But yeah, go ahead.
Keep going then. Let's get the whole thing.
Another nice thing is you can, because they're kind of modular, so I've got like the pocket clip on it.
Yep.
You can also, they sell these, this is another brand, this is Theorem, this is called a switchback, so you can hold it kind of a different way.
Yep, tactical mode.
You've got the different batteries, they're rechargeable, so you can pretty easily just hook these up to a USB charger. This one's good for like, I don't know, somewhere around an hour or something like that. But they're very bright. And another thing they could be useful for, John, you've got 4 kids. You're walking around your little urban area, and some folks, maybe you aren't super excited about them getting super close to where you and your family are. Like, it's a pretty good standoff device. Like, when someone sees a light this bright in their face, their like typical reaction is kind of, they don't really like it being in their eyes because it's not comfortable. Yeah. So it's just kind of a useful thing to have on you, and certainly, looking for stuff under the couch and in a movie theater, all that type of stuff. It's very useful too. But yeah, it is $300. So
small thing.
Small thing. NBD, $300 for a flashlight. But yeah, do you have a flashlight you keep handy?
I don't. So I mean, as you're talking through, I was like, yeah, maybe a little bit for disaster prep, or just kind of like some of that. And actually bought my brother-in-law a little a flashlight that clips onto your shirt or whatever to kind of like shine in front of you, see like as you're working or whatever. But funnily enough, last night, 10 o'clock at night, went to take a dog for a walk, and didn't have a flashlight. So I used my bike light. And so like for bears and for animals and just kind of seeing stuff. And I like actually panned and saw there's a deer like bedded down, right? Yeah. Kind of in the yard. So there is a benefit there of like, I might actually do it for that. When you're kind of going through the disaster prep, I'm not buying $300 flashlight for that. And I was thinking like, maybe not for the features you're touting, but then that kind of, it's not a feature, but just like the use case. Checking for bears, that's interesting. Do you like, what's the order of purchases for everyday carry stuff? Because I feel like I'm maybe this is an age thing, but I'm getting into the everyday carry more and more. Almost where I was like, there's probably a fancy word for it, but like, what's the holster which you put all your stuff in, like a little leather man purse, a little holster, like put it on your belt. Yeah. Do you have one of those full of stuff? You got your flashlight, your knife.
No, this just goes in a pocket. I don't really. I carry. What I do have though is a
9mm.
It's a technically, I haven't tried to do this because I don't really want to. Not that it's super expensive. It would be obnoxious to have to replace them every time. Technically, this is supposed to be TSA compliant because it is just scissors, but it's a Swiss Army knife that only has scissors and I think it's a screwdriver and a bottle opener. So there's no blade. So technically, they're supposed to let you through because you can have scissors and stuff. But I have never really tried it. But I keep this with my keys just because it's handy. Like when kids get stuff, they immediately want the tags off of it, and I can use this to get the tags off. But I otherwise don't really like carrying a knife with me all the time. Plus, like you're in and out of like picking up kids at school. There's places where you can't have those things. So it just makes it a little more difficult to keep a knife on all the time. But flashlight always though. Yeah, I actually lost one for a little while and then bought another head so I could just swap that out on the other body that I had and then found it. So I was happy about that.
I'm not against the flashlight thing. I'm not sure $300 flashlight.
Just $300, John. Sounds like you're sold. They do. What I will say is because they do have sales sometimes on stuff that's gotten beaten up, like blemish items.
All right.
And it brings down the price quite a bit. And so I did get like one of these bodies, I think was like one of those sales, and I can't tell what got blemished. And so it was significantly cheaper. Yeah. So there you go.
There you go. Look for the blemish. I do want to actually carry a flashlight. Like this has been on my mind.
Nailed it. Yeah. If our next episode is you trying to get me to buy a HomePod, you're gonna have a tougher boat.
It's just going to be me with glasses with flashlights on both sides to get you. That's what it's going to be.
Well, this has been fun. This is just kind of tangential to our podcast, which comes out on Tuesdays. That's a podcast where John and I talk about different things related to product management, product marketing, careers. We also do a couple episodes that are kind of in the more fun space of like things that we buy because of their features. So from our point of view, like how do we approach some of our own buying process, and where do we think brand fits into that, and what's the world of AI, how's that affecting our jobs and that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that, please like and subscribe, or if you like this video, like and subscribe. We'll put links to everything in the description.
And if you find a Modlite discount week, let me know. Maybe there's a subreddit for when to get them for cheaper. Share that in the comments.
We need to do a follow-up episode if you end up buying one of these things. That'll be exciting.
All right. It'll happen.
Bye.
Bye.